Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, Lady T's Things That Bling DIY videos. Today, as you can see, we're going to do a DIY on making trays out of resin. You heard me right, trays out of resin. This is a beauty tray and I love it. The colors are slamming. I'm telling you, it took a while for it to set, but guess what? When it set, it was ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and just want to let you know that if you see something on this video that you like to purchase, just contact me or let me know in the comments. Again, welcome to my YouTube page, and we are about to get ready, so let's go. All right, now you see here that I am mixing up some mica powder, and this mica powder I got from Amazon, and it is in the color of pearl. I wanted white, but I didn't have any white, so I used pearl, and the pearl came out just beautiful. I'm putting in some gray as well into another cup. I already have my hardener and my resin mixed up, and I'm going to be pouring the resin into the cups and stir up the mica powders. That is the gray, and that is the pearl. Make sure you have your gloves on when you're doing this, and make sure you measure precisely. If you have 1:1 ratio, then please make sure that your ratios are correct. Please, because if not, it will not set. So I'm trying to get the colors that I really want. I was trying to get it to be a white, but I wasn't fortunate enough to get it white. But guess what? In the end, I was blessed because the colors came out adorable. So you see me stirring the gray, and I'm using Dr. Crafty resin and hardener, and it takes a while for this to set up. You have about 45 minutes to be able to mess around with the resin before it starts actually hardening or working or whatever you want to call it. So here I am just being diligent about stirring. I'm sure this is boring for you all, but if I cut it too much, it wouldn't be too much of a video. So here I am pouring the pearl. And right over top of the pearl, I'm going to be pouring the gray. What I was going for was the marbling effect. But again, it didn't come out that way. But the way it came out, beautiful. So it's just basically a layering process that I'm doing. And right now I'm trying to make sure that the edges are covered around the mold, because I don't want the edges to be white. So I want the colors to be mixed, but you have to make sure that you get around the edges. Now these trays aren't really that deep. As you'll see on the finished product, they're not really that deep. So it doesn't take that much resin to fill up this tray. Actually, this round one is thicker than the rectangle one, but you'll see that. And I mixed 300 milligrams of resin, and I mixed 300 milligrams of the hardener. So a total I had 600 milligrams, and I was able to use all of it on these two molds. Right now you just see me doing number one. And let me just tell you this real quick. Let me give you a pointer. Something that I learned last night when I was doing this. You see me doing a design in the resin. You can design the resin all you want to design it. It's going to take another form. The design is going to take another form because the resin isn't setting up yet. So what I learned is I waited for about 2 hours, and then I came back in and did the same design that I was trying to do, and then it set like what I was trying to do. So that's just a little pointer that I wanted to add to you, let you know that if you make a design and it's still not, it hasn't started setting yet, in the cases that I've tried it, it's just going to mess up. So I would say wait for a couple of hours, and when it starts getting, you can tell that it's starting to set up or it's a little thicker, then you can make your design. And that's what I did. And it came out perfectly. I couldn't have planned it any better. So as you can see, I'm going around the edges of this one with the pearl, and I'm just layering it again. The basic thing with this is you're just layering. If you want a design in your resin, then it's going to be a layering process. So you're going to be layering up and down, up and down, up and down, layering. So make sure you have enough resin mixed so that you can be prepared to do several layers. Even though they're thin, they're wide. So now this one, this is the rectangle one. I absolutely love this rectangle one for a beauty tray. And what I did was I made the gray, and I'm trying to lighten it up because I felt like the round one was too dark. So I was trying to lighten up this one. So now look, same process as I did with the round one. Same process. And again, I was using mica powder just in the gray one, and I was using mica powder and alcohol ink in the pearl one because I was trying to get it to be white. But let me tell you something, that alcohol ink, that mica powder is a force to be reckoned with, because that alcohol ink was not making it come up white like I wanted to. But again, the way it came out is so unique and so beautiful. I'm just in love with it. So I might keep saying this over and over again, but I'm just saying it because I love it. Absolutely love the way it came out. So if you like it, can you please leave me a comment? Let me know that you liked it and give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? I do these trays. I'm going to be doing another tray that you get from the Dollar Tree. I do cups. I do centerpieces. I do a lot of things, all doing this as I deal with lupus. So if you're watching this and you have lupus or any type of autoimmune disease, I'm here to encourage you, to let you know that you can do what you set your mind to do. Some days it might be a struggle. Some days you might not feel good. Like I've been in a flare for about a week. I just can't get it together. But when I come in here and craft, it just totally takes my mind off of how I'm feeling, because I get excited when I'm creating. And here I go again. I'm making these beautiful marks in the resin. However, it's not going to work until it starts setting in about 2 hours. Now these are, that's the back of it. I think that came out cute too. But I was actually showing you the screws. So that's my drill gun. I love a drill gun, y'all. I just do. I did the first one off camera because I wanted to practice just in case I broke it. Because I'm a little heavy-handed and these are thin and I didn't want to break it. So I did that one off camera. And now I feel like I'm bold enough to do this side on camera because the first side didn't break. So here I'm using the drill bit, and this one is not as thick as I need it to be. In fact, I need to purchase some more because they're not thick enough for the screws. So you see me taking that one off, and I'm using another one with a different type of head to it. It's just a slightly different, but it's slightly bigger as well. So I like to do that to make my holes a little bit larger, because you might say, well, why didn't you use that the first time? Because it kept slipping and wouldn't do it. So that's why I used the first drill bit, and then I turned to this one. So now I'm taking it out. I'm getting a Phillips head to put in there so I can screw the screws in there. And again, you definitely have to make sure that the screw fits in that hole. And it fit. I had to struggle a little bit, but it fit. And I'm okay with that. And you can see I'm doing the dumb thing. I'm screwing the screw in the top. I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here. So I had to reverse it and take that screw out and put it in the right way. This is a blooper, and I just wanted to let y'all see that sometimes I just don't get it right. And I definitely didn't get it right then, but it's okay. And what I would say to you is take your time. You're not in a race. Just take your time so that the thing that you just created, the beautiful piece that you just created, does not go get messed up. You don't want that. Then you definitely will have a problem. I promise you guys, I was so scared this thing was going to break because I'm a little bit heavy-handed, and I was just praying, Lord, please don't let this thing break. And it didn't, and I'm so happy. And again, the resin that I use, I got from Amazon. It's called Dr. Crafty. And I love it because I really have not had any problems with this particular resin and hardener. Now you can see I made another blooper. I screwed the thing all the way in, but I didn't screw it into the handle. Y'all, let me tell you. It's all good in the neighborhood. That's the back. And you can see the screws went all the way in. And that's the round one. Look at that pattern. That pattern is awesome. Those patterns on the top are just awesome. So my friend Rhonda Jackson had said to me, T, I would like to see a tray with a tray on it. But I want it to set offside. I don't want it to sit in the middle. I want it to set offside. So she made that suggestion. And because she made that suggestion, I decided to try it. So I'm using a candlestick holder from the Dollar Tree. I'm using some Fix-All and some hot glue. Now that's how I want it to look. So I'm going to put some Fix-All and hot glue on the candlestick holder, the candle holder. Some glue and some Fix-All. You don't want to just use glue. You don't want to just use hot glue. I promise you it's going to come up and you're going to be upset. You want to use a strong adhesive so that whatever you put on there, you know, it'll be able to hold it without toppling over or anything like that. I'm just holding it for a few seconds so the hot glue can help it to adhere. So, you know, for video purposes, I'm just trying to get it done. And now I'm using a metallic pen that I got from Amazon. And I'm just going around the edges, around the perimeter of the tray. And I chose the darker gray. They have a lighter gray, but I chose the darker one to give the tray some depth. I wanted it to be outlined and give it some depth. I really think it's gorgeous the way it came out. So, but you have an option to not even color the edges if you don't want to. I just felt the need to do that because it just completed it for me. And it only takes a few seconds. Some people do this part and they use paint. Some people do this part and they use glitter. Some people just leave it plain. I just like the definition that it brings to the piece. This is my second tray that I've done. The first one was a pink one. I did that in the video prior to this one. And again, if you see something that I make that you would like to purchase, feel free to contact me or just leave a message here in the comment section. And this is the finished look of it. And I'm just showing you some ideas and throwing in there my paparazzi jewelry, which I sell as well. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. Those pieces, all of those pieces are from paparazzi. I am a consultant along with my sister, Shirley Moore. And I'm just trying different things on here. I'm really not one who knows how to set up, you know, scenes to show you how these really look, but I tried it. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate every comment. And if you're not a subscriber, would you consider subscribing to my channel? Leave suggestions of what you'd like to see me do next. Thank you again for watching. God bless.